Today is the first day after a forecast where we've had the most winter weather warnings from Environment Canada that I've ever seen. There was a rainfall warning, wind warning, and flash freezing warning. The town I live in, that's Truro, Nova Scotia. I know I mention that all the time, but if you're just joining me, there's some low-lying areas that are prone to flooding. There's a main artery into town that is frequently closed after bad weather. I'm going to go down and I'm going to see what everything looks like after the flash freezing. And I'm going to fly the drone and take a look. So let's get out and take a look. Okay, so I just took a little drive through town. I did drive by the street that I had mentioned, the one that I referred to as like one of the main arteries into town, from kind of the outskirts of town into town. And it is closed, not surprised. I have already seen other drone pictures where there is a ton of water. And one of the big reasons that there is a bunch of water, for those of you who haven't been on my channel for a while or at all, we have a river that feeds into the ocean via the Bay of Fundy, and there's quite a cool natural phenomenon that happens, and it's called the tidal bore. If you're not familiar, it's just a bunch of seawater pushes back with the tide, pushes the fresh water in reverse, and with rapid amount of snow melting mixed with a ton of rainwater, you end up with the perfect mix, the perfect storm, kind of, so to speak, not to sound too cliche, but for a flood along here. And then that's why there's dikes, there's a whole huge floodplain in the center of town with nothing that's been built on it except for some agriculture. Anyway, when I did drive along here, it looks like the water is right to the edge of the road on both sides of the road here. So the people that live just beyond me this way are lucky that they didn't get flooded out. Oh, and if you're interested in seeing more about the tidal bore, I have plenty of videos showing it come in. It actually creates a wave that pushes back into town. It's pretty neat to see. There'll be a card pop out here. You got to be on YouTube to see that. Check that out if you want. Anyway, I'm going to get the drone up and we're going to take a look and see what the flood looks like. Okay, so just to further illustrate the whole flooding thing and how much of an impact it actually can have and does have on my town and the surrounding areas that I live, I took a detour home, which kind of follows up the Salmon River. That's the same river, but the freshwater part that the tidal bore does push up against. It doesn't push this far. This is probably half a dozen kilometers upstream and more inland, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of ice buildup on the sides, quite a far on the sides of the river, and this happens usually every spring as things kind of start to thaw out, and there's been some pretty bad floods, some homes that have been flooded along this area too. I just wanted to quickly show this, and you can see the big pieces of ice that are on the side of the river, and it's just evident of how quickly things can go bad. Anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you're here on Facebook or some other part of the internet, consider jumping onto YouTube and hitting the subscribe button, because although I do post a lot of things on Facebook, I don't post everything. And if you're from Nova Scotia especially, this is this is my jam. This is I post drone videos, waterfall hikes, and other Nova Scotia content, so it's worthwhile if that's you. Otherwise, thank you for sticking along to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.